Hey, what's going on today? It's your boy Keith Bryant, aka GQ Smooth Films, GQ Smooth Productions 2024. And the name of this film documentary video coming up is called Old Souls Part 2. It's your boy Keith, aka GQ Smooth Films, GQ Smooth Productions 2024. And the name of this film documentary video is called Old Souls Part 2. Now, when it comes to an old souls are very wise beyond our years. You know what I mean? So we're very wise. We're very down to earth. We're very laid back. We're very sophisticated. We're all about peace. We're all about love. We're all about harmony. We're all about tranquility. We're all about goodness within the world, within people. You know what I mean? We're all about goodness. We're all about healthiness. We're all about good health. We're all about good drinking. We're all about nature. You know what I mean? We're all about good vibes, good energy. You know what I mean? Good chemistry. We're all about goodness within the world. You know what I mean? We're all about just being around good people. We're all about sunshine. You know what I mean? We're all about just being around positive people with positive vibes, positive energy. You know what I mean? Just positivity in general. You know, we're all about goodness. You know what I mean? Good souls. We're very misunderstood too within the world. You know, we're very misunderstood people when it comes to friends, family, even in a relationship, even in a marriage. We're very misunderstood people. So people don't really get us. You know what I mean? We're very misunderstood people. You know what I mean? Just by the way we talk, the way we carry ourselves, the TV shows that we watch, the different sitcoms that we watch, the different types of music that we like to listen to, we're considered old souls because of that. You know what I mean? So within this generation that we live in today, we're not going to be understood. You know what I mean? When it comes to old souls, we are very misunderstood people because people in this generation, they expect for old souls to be new souls, which means they expect for us to listen to the type of music of today. In today's generation, they expect for us to dress a certain way when it comes to this generation that we live in today. They expect for us to be people that we're not. They want us to be fake. They want us to be not who we are just because they live in this generation that they live in today. You know what I mean? So old souls, we're all about the golden era. You know what I mean? Take me, for example. I'm an 80s baby, so I'm from the golden era. You know what I mean? So when it comes to old souls, we're very laid back people. A good time to us is just sitting at home, drinking some tea, maybe some cranberry juice, eating a bowl of fruit, some salad, some salmon, some good healthy food, listening to some good music, some jazz, some R&B, some old school, you know what I mean, or sitting out on the balcony or sitting in front of our place, looking at the stars at night, listening to some music outside, um, just listening to some good poetry, you know what I mean? Just we're all about just love and harmony. You know what I mean? We're all about seeing people happy. You know what I mean? We're all about the world. We're all about uh, world peace. You know what I mean? We're all about world peace. We're all about peace. Uh, we see life in a more different perspective. You know what I mean? We like doing things that we like to do. We don't care who don't like it. We don't care what nobody has to say about us. We gonna do what we like to do. If we want to dress a certain way, we gonna dress a certain way. If we want to drink a certain way, we gonna drink a certain way. If we want to look at the type of TV shows that we want to look at, we gonna look at those shows. If we want to look at certain movies, we gonna watch those certain movies. You know what I mean? If we want to eat a certain way, we gonna eat a certain way. You know what I mean? If we want to walk down the street with nothing but pink and green and blue on, we gonna do that because we like it as old souls. You know what I mean? We don't care what nobody has to say about us. We gonna do what we want to do because it's within our best interest to do it. We like to do it. The things I just mentioned, the shows, the movies, the clothes, the food, the drinking. We like doing those things. You know what I mean? Because it's good things. You know what I mean? We don't try to be somebody that we're not, to try to impress the crowd or to try to impress that person or those people or that person you're in a relationship with or that friend or those friends or that family member or those family members or the person that's within our presence or whatever. We don't try to impress nobody. We are ourselves because we want to be ourselves as old souls. You know what I mean? We like listening to certain types of music, jazz, R&B, old school, classical. You know what I mean? Let's take me, for example. I'm an old soul. I've been an old soul my whole life since I was a kid. So even when I was a kid, I used to listen to my mama and my daddy's old school records, like different artists, Elder Barge and Whitney Houston. Let's see, Smokey Robinson. Just different artists, you know what I mean? Luther Vandross. Different artists, Anita Baker, you know what I mean? So as a kid, I used to listen to my mama and daddy's records all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the music, even as a kid. You know what I mean? So you have kids that are old souls. You have kids that are indigos. You know what I mean? So indigos are special type of kids that like, they like listening to certain things that people beyond their years likes to listen to because they have a special gift. You know what I mean? Within inside of them, they like to listen to certain things. So when it comes to old souls, even as a kid, I used to listen to those type records. And as of today, I still like to listen to those type records as an old soul. You know what I mean? So when a kid is a kid that likes to do certain things that you see people that are beyond that child's years or whatever, that is a child that's an old soul. You know what I mean? So I was an old soul when I was a kid. I've been an old soul my whole life. So I guess what I'm trying to say is when it comes to old souls are wise beyond their years. We're wise beyond our years. You know what I mean? So people are not going to understand us as old souls. We like doing things that people are not going to understand. But you know what? That's okay because we like it as old souls. So even when it comes to old souls, we are called strange, weird. Why did you say that? What is that supposed to mean? stuff like that. Why do you do things like that? Why do you say things like that? Why do you talk a certain way? And things like that. But you know what? As an old soul, and all to the old souls out there, don't let that shit bother you. Don't let that stuff bother you at all. Just recognize that you are an old soul. And actually, being an old soul is a wonderful thing. So I'd rather be an old soul than a new soul. Old souls are people I just mentioned that are wise beyond our years. You know what I mean? We are people that are very full of knowledge. We're full of knowledge. You know what I mean? We're full of knowledge. We're full of goodness within our hearts. We're good-hearted people. We like doing things for people. It don't have to be the big things. It can be the small things. You know what I mean? We are just very also sensitive people. We can be emotional sometimes. We can be sensitive sometimes. You know what I mean? But and also for the people that's calling you sensitive and emotional, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just say, okay, I understand. Or just say, tell me something I don't know already. Don't get into your feelings because people say certain things about you. Just go on about your business and say, okay, is that all? Is there anything else you want to say? Okay, well, have a good day and God bless. Don't let people get to you. You know what I mean? So when you are an old soul, you have a certain personality trait that people are not going to understand, and they ain't going to want to understand you. They ain't going to want to understand you as a person. They're not going to want to understand your personality trait. You know what I mean? They're not. And some people are jealous of old souls because we don't want to follow in their footsteps when it comes to jealousy, when it comes to fakeness, when it comes to being two-faced, when it comes to having a bad spirit. Old souls, and that's another thing I want to speak about. Old souls, we're very good-spirited people. We have a good spirit about us. We have good vibes about us. We have good energy about us. Even in a relationship, we have good chemistry when it comes to that person being within our presence. We embrace good chemistry. We endure good chemistry. We endure and embrace good vibes and energy. You know what I mean? So we embrace all of that as old souls. You know what I'm saying? So old souls are also people that are very young. So when you have a person that is young and they like listening to certain things that you see people in their late 40s or 50s and 60s that are listening to, then my man, my dear, you are an old soul. You are an old soul. You know what I mean? You're young with an old soul. You know what I mean? So old souls, we like reading a lot too. We like to read. We like to read certain things like novels and poetry. And we just like reading good things that's going to stimulate our mind and put, knowledgeable seeds in our mind, you know what I'm saying? So we can give the next person this knowledge that we learned, you know what I mean, from a book or just from nature, you know what I mean? Or just for seeing something as a documentary or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So old souls, we like to learn things, so therefore we can know things, or we can teach this person, this child, this teenager, or this adult what we've learned, you know what I'm saying, from a book, from a documentary, from life, you know what I mean? So we are all about knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? We're all about knowledge. We're just good people in general. And because of that, you're going to be talked about. You're going to be misunderstood. And that is so messed up that just because you have an old soul, or you're a nice person, or you have a certain fantastic, extravagant personality trait about yourself, people are jealous of you. People want to talk about you. People don't want to be in your presence. They don't, because you are a person that have something good about yourself going for yourself. You know what I mean? So you embrace goodness. You know what I mean? You embrace nothing but good tranquility about yourself. Old souls, we don't like being around people that's full of drama either. We don't like drama. We don't like two-faced people. We don't like fake people. We don't like people that's smiling in our faces. And then once we turn our back, you know what I mean? It's like people want to talk about us. We don't like people that sugarcoat shit. We like people that's going to say what they mean and mean what they say. You know what I mean? Don't be fake with me. Don't be two-faced to me. Don't be two-faced in my face. You know what I'm saying? Always be real, stay true. You know what I mean? Old souls, we know the meaning of being true. We know the meaning of being real. You know what I mean? We don't like people that's putting on an act to try to impress us. We don't like people that are just two-faced people. You know what I'm saying? We don't like people. Let me give you an example. Old souls, we don't like people. Let's say, for example, if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going to like a family gathering, old souls, we don't like people to where once those people are in our faces, we're the ones that's always gotta say hi, hey, how you doing? It's been a long time since we've spoken, or since I've been within your presence, or it's been a long time since y'all or this person has been within my presence. So if you're the only one that's always got to speak up or whatever when it comes to people, you know, basically what that is telling me is that people are intimidated by your good spirit. They're intimidated by your good vibes and good energy. They are intimidated by you because you possess something good about yourself. You possess good energy and good vibes about yourself. You know what I'm saying? People can sense that. So if a person feels some sort of way about you because you possess something good within yourself, then that tells you everything you need to know. That tells me that I'm full of good vibes and good spirits. That's telling me that those people or that person is full of something bad when it comes to just their spirit, their energy, their vibe. You know what I mean? All that stuff. You know what I mean? So, and people like that don't want to be around you because old souls, we possess something good within ourselves. And this world that we live in today is full of badness. It's full of evil. You know what I mean? So, and also old souls, we have a small circle full of people in our lives. We don't like to be around a lot of people. We don't like a lot of friends within our lives or whatever because we ain't gonna know who to trust. Because you have a lot of people that will backstab you in the back, say one thing and do another thing, whatever, say they love you, but then their actions are not matching their words. You know what I mean? So, old souls, we only like to keep a small circle full of people in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? We don't. So, and also old souls, we know that people that do have a lot of friends on social media, people that do have a lot of friends out in the public, people that brag about having a lot of friends are, you know, those are the type of people that are not old souls. Because if they were old souls, they know that they don't need a lot of people in their lives. They don't need a lot of friends on Facebook or any social media site. They don't need a lot of friends within real life. You know what I mean? They don't brag about having a lot of friends or they old souls. We don't brag about saying to the person that we're with, I know that person. I know that person. Oh, I know that person right there. I know that person. Oh my God, I know that person from way back. I know this person. I know this person. I know this person. I know this person. Just bragging and bragging and bragging about this person that you know. Old souls are not like that. And the reason I'm speaking on this is because I'm an old soul and I've never bragged on knowing this person, knowing this person, knowing this person. Even if I'm out and about, I don't brag on how many people that I know. For what? I don't brag. You know what I mean? But I will brag on good vibes, good energy. I will brag on God. I brag on the universe. I will brag on good things. You know what I mean? We just like to keep a small circle full of people in our lives, and that's the way it is. Old souls, we're very healthy eaters too. You know, we like to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? We're all about healthy eating. We're all about healthy. uh, healthy traits. You know what I mean? We're all about healthy drinking traits. You know what I mean? So, as an old soul, we know that your body is a temple. So, in conclusion, it's good to drink a lot of water every day. It's good to drink a lot of water. It's good to drink a lot of good water. It's good to uh, drink healthy things that are good to drink. You know what I mean? So even when it comes to eating healthy, it's good to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. You know what I mean? It's good to eat. It's good. It's not good to eat pork and beef. You know what I mean? Just stick to chicken, turkey, fish, salmon, stuff like that. Like take me for example. I don't do pork. I don't do beef. I don't do sodas. You know what I mean? Um, I don't do stuff that's bad for me when it comes to drinking. I don't eat things that's bad for me when it comes to eating. So take me for example. I like eating salmon on a regular basis. I like eating chicken. I like eating turkey. You know what I mean? So in conclusion, it's always good to eat healthy. You know, as old souls, we're very health conscious people. Like me, it's mostly salmon, it's mostly chicken, it's mostly turkey. It's fish. You know what I mean? And when it comes to fruits, I'm a strawberry man. As an old soul, I love strawberries. I love green grapes, red grapes. Let's see. I love oranges. I love Granny Smith apples. Uh, I love good things that are good for you. You know what I mean? I don't know what that noise was. Sound like that was a pretty loud noise. Shut for a second. But anyway, when it comes to fruits, I love all types of fruits. Strawberries, pineapples are my two favorite fruits. Um, Green grapes, red grapes, um, Granny Smith apples, which is those green apples, red apples, uh, just all fruits in general. You know what I mean? Blueberries, red berries, cherries, raspberries. You know what I'm saying? I just love fruits in general. You know, so old souls were very healthy eaters. You know what I mean? Very health conscious. You know what I mean? Um, so old souls, we also experience deja vu, which means we can be in front of a person and we could be talking to a person and we could be thinking to ourselves like, well, I've never seen this person before, but I'm also thinking like it's gonna come to me like, you know, I think I've known this person. I think I've seen this person before. I think I've met this person before. It's called deja vu, to where when you are in front of a person and if you're thinking to yourself that you've met this person before, you've spoken to this person before, that is called deja vu. You know, so everybody has it, but mostly old souls, we have that, you know, where it comes to, we're thinking to ourselves, we've met this person before, and we get this feeling that comes over us, and thinking to ourselves that that we've met this person before. It's called deja vu. So every old soul experiences deja vu in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I know I have many times. Um, we have been here before. We've been on Earth before. You know what I mean? We've been here before. Old souls are souls that has been here on Earth before. And I know I've been here before. You know what I mean? Because if you're an old soul and you like old things, that means that you are an old soul. So when you're young and you like old things, you are an old soul. You know what I mean? So I've been liking old things my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And Of course, I didn't understand it when I was a child, but as I grew up, I started doing a lot of research. I started doing a lot of reading and stuff like that when it comes to, my personality trait, how I was as a child and growing up. So, um, old souls, we are a student of research. We are a student of overthinking. We are a student of thinking. So don't let nobody tell you also that you overthink things, you think too much, and blah blah blah. No, no, you're anything but a person that they're trying to portray you to be. You know what I mean? You are old soul. If you think a lot, if you overthink a lot, you know what I mean. You are an old soul. You know what I mean? Um, so I started doing a lot of research growing up and a lot of reading, and I came to the conclusion that I've been an old soul my whole life. I've been an old soul. Old souls. Even as a teenager, I did things that you don't rarely see teenage young boys doing. The way I dressed it, the way I talk, um, the way I walk, certain things that I was doing. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I was doing things that I was doing. Let's say, I say on a scale of 1 to 10, 3% of the time, I was doing things that teenage young boys was doing. The other 7% of the time, I was doing things that older people that were older than me was doing, or the way I dressed it, or the way I talked. You know what I mean? So I knew right there, like I started reading and doing research, and so that's how I came to the conclusion that I'm an old soul. You know what I mean? So old souls are very gifted people. You know what I'm saying? Because we are loners at heart. We are loners. We don't do drama. We don't do bullshit. We don't do fakeness. We don't do two-faced people. We don't do fake smiles. We don't do fake handshakes. We don't do fake hugs. But what we do realness. We do tranquility. We do love. We do good energy. We do good vibes. We do harmony. Um, we do good music. We do good shows. We do good movies. We do knowledgeable documentaries. We do good eating. We do good drinking. Um, we like to walk in the park on a peaceful day. Um, we love nature. You know what I'm saying? We love animals. We love love. You know what I mean? So when it comes to old souls, we don't like to be around a lot of people. I mean, seriously, we don't like bullshit conversation. You know, um, we are the type of people that we don't do clubs. We don't do none of that stuff. We don't do nightclubs, clubs, and stuff like that. So um, we do a good evening to us is just staying at home and meditate. Meditate, work out, uh, do some yoga maybe. Listen to some good jazz, you know, or watch one of those rain videos on YouTube. Nice little rain videos that calms the mind. You know what I mean? Keeps the mind at ease, eases your mind. You know what I mean? We like doing things that's going to ease our mind and keep our mind at ease. You know what I'm saying? We just don't like violence. We don't like drama. We don't like people that are fake. Even when it comes to a relationship, we don't like being manipulated by people. Um, we don't like a person that we're in a relationship with uh, that while we're in a relationship with that person, we don't like being cheated on. Um, we don't like people that's dealing with other people while we're in a relationship. Um, we don't like people that overtalk us while we're trying to talk. Um, we don't like people that don't care about what we're going through. Like for example, if that person you're in a relationship with is telling you things about what's going on with them, you're going to be sympathetic to their needs or whatever. You're going to be empathetic when it comes to something they're going through, right? But we don't like to where that person, when it comes to us, when we're telling that person things about what we're going through, it's like, oh brother, or oh Lord, or here we go. And we don't like people like that. We really don't. Because old souls, we are so kind. We are so loving. We are so good people. You know what I mean? We are so caring when it comes to people. But don't get me wrong now. Even though old souls are all those things, we don't like. We're not going to put up with nobody's bullshit or fakeness. We're not going to put up with nobody's drama either. We're not going to put up with nobody's craziness either. Because we have a limit. Okay, we have that button to where if you push that button, then you're going to see another side of us that you really don't want to see. So old souls are very kind, sophisticated, intelligent, loving people, fun, loving people, great personality, great sense of humor, all those good things, when it comes to an old soul. But don't mistake it. There's a button that we don't like being pressed. You understand? So when that button is pressed, we can be, there's another side you don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, and some people in this world, when it comes to an old soul, they like to take advantage of our kindness, for weakness. You know what I'm saying? And everything. So they take advantage of that. They even when it comes to relationships, like, when it comes to a male old soul dealing with a woman in his life, um, we are the nice guys. We are cool guys, real cool, laid back, down to earth. We don't like a lot of violence, or violence at all, rather. We don't do drama. We don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're just laid back type people. You know what I'm saying? So, like when we are with a woman, we like to hold hands in the park. We like picnics in the park. We like having a nice lunch or dinner with each other, or a nice breakfast, nice conversation, um, just listening to some good, nice jazz or some R&B, um, some nice classical music, um, doing fun things. You know what I mean? Uh, so we're all about fun. We're all about caring. We're all about being empathetic. Also, old souls are empaths. We're empaths. You know what I'm saying? We're star seeds. Uh, we're a very relaxed people. We don't do large crowds. You know what I mean? And what's so crazy about this is that when you are an old soul, a lot of people are not going to like you just because you are you, just because you are who you are. So some people in the generation we live in, which is a crazy, messed up generation we live in today, crazy society, um, uh, old souls. A lot of people are not going to like you. because you possess something great. You do. Um, so when it comes to old souls, we just like peace. We like harmony, love, all those good things. You know what I'm saying? Old souls are very good people for the most part. Um, we like giving advice to people. We like giving good advice to people, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whoever. We like giving good advice. And when it comes to old soul, such as myself, I give the greatest advice when it comes to people. I give the most extravagant, amazing advice to people. And my advice is on point. My advice is 100%. You know what I mean? So when people are coming to an old soul for advice, you have to have experienced certain things on the things that they're asking you, in order to give them the advice that they're asking you about. You have to have had experienced things in your life when it comes to certain things that person or those people are asking you. You know what I mean? So that goes back to being an old soul. So like I said, I've been an old soul since I was younger. So in my life, I've experienced certain things when it comes to my life, when it comes to just life in general, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to family, when it comes to just a lot of things, when it comes to fake people, real people, envious people, jealous people, when it comes to just everyday life situations that you go through as adults. And then when you have somebody that's coming at you, asking you for some advice, and you're asking them for some advice, and they're giving you the right type of advice to put a smile on their face or to make their day, that means that you've experienced certain things in your life as an old soul. So old souls are going to experience certain things in everyday life because you are an old soul. That you think that somebody in their late 40s or 50s or 60s has experience, which you think to yourself as an old soul, that's the type of advice that you get from a person in their late 40s or 50s or 60s or maybe 70s. But then you have a person that's so young, and you see that person, that young person that's giving that person or those people the advice that you see somebody in their beyond their years that's giving this person or those people, which means you see people in their late years, like late 40s and middle 50s, early 50s, late 50s, early 60s, middle 60s, late 60s, early 70s. So that right there is a young person with an old soul, which means you are wise beyond your years. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. It's an old soul. You know what I mean? So you're very wise. You know what I'm saying? So old souls, we don't we find this funny too about people, where people feel like they need a lot of people in their lives to make themselves feel important. Old souls are not like that. Yeah. Old souls are not like that at all. We don't care about having a lot of people in our lives to make ourselves feel important. We don't care about that stuff. Those are people that are very insecure. When you have people like that feel like that they need a lot of people in their lives to make themselves feel important, or try to feel like that they're some sort of celebrity, bragging on how many people they know, that comes with social media, especially social media, Facebook, all that shit, where you have people that have all these friends on social media on their page to make themselves feel like they're some sort of celebrity, or they want to make themselves feel important, or bragging on how many people they know. You know what I mean? Those are insecure people. I don't care what nobody say. But I guarantee you're going to have people that are going to agree with me when it comes to that, because why do you feel like you need a lot of people on social media to make yourself feel important, or to brag, or and this is talking from an old soul. I'm an old soul, so when it comes to this topic that I'm talking about, The main reason why people do this, the main reason why people have a lot of people on their page as friends. It could be people they slept with. It could be people they know. It could be just people in general. It's because they want validation and attention. Case closed. That is the main reason. That is the main reason. Old souls are not like that, man. We don't care about having a lot of people in our lives. We don't care about all these likes and comments and shares and all that. For what? All we care about is knowledge. All we care about is peace within the world. All we care about is sunshine, what God has created. All we care about is peaceful people. All we care about is good eating, good drinking. All we care about is love, peace, harmony, tranquility. All we care about is realness. You know what I mean? That's all we care about. We care about God. We care about people that's going to be real within our presence. We don't like cheaters. We don't like backstabbers. You know what I'm saying? We don't like none of that shit. We don't like none of that as old souls. Old souls, we are very wise beyond our years. I'm very wise beyond my years. I've been my whole life. So we don't like stuff like that. We don't like people like that. We don't like people to where even when it comes to relationship, you're supposed to meet with that person and you don't show up. And you make all these kind of excuses, whatever. Old souls, we don't do that. We mean what we say and say what we mean. You know what I mean? So we are just good people. That's the word for today, good, when it comes to an old soul. You know what I mean? We don't care what nobody think about us. People can say, you're weird, you're strange. What is that supposed to mean? Why'd you say that? You don't know what you're talking about. All these things that people say. I don't care about none of that. And as an old soul, you shouldn't care about none of that. Because people like that are trying to get on your nerves. They're trying to get you upset. They're trying to make you bad so they can play the victim, so they can go off on that person, so they can play the victim. They're trying to be funny, being sarcastic. All those things that people do to try to get to you are not old souls. Those are evil people, deceitful people, fake people that have some little bit of darkness inside of them to where they want to make themselves feel good by making that person feel bad, by saying the littlest things to them to get them upset. As old souls, we don't do that. We don't say things to get people upset. We say things to people to make them happy, to make them smile, to make them have a better day than it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We're all about goodness within the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. In this messed up society that we live in today, you have people that don't even give a shit about goodness no more. You ask them, as an old soul, we're all about goodness. We're all about God. We're all about the universe. We're all about just tranquility. You know what I'm saying? We're all about those things. We don't care about today's music. We don't care about today's reality shows. We don't care about what's going on in this messed up society generation that we live in today, which is totally messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's real crazy. And speaking on generation, this generation we live in today, old souls, we don't abide by today's generation at all, period. You got family ain't even family no more. You got friends that's not even friends no more when it comes to people out there. You got marriages that's not even marriages no more. You got relationships that's messed up. That's not even relationships no more. You got people in relationships that are cheating behind your back, doing all sorts of craziness. You know what I'm saying? You got people in marriages that getting divorces because they want money out the person. You know what I'm saying? Old souls are not like that. You got friendships, people backstabbing friends in the back. Old souls are not like that. We don't backstab people in the back. You know what I'm saying? We are old souls because we live in the golden era. You know what I mean? So when it comes to old souls, man, old souls are very good people. So for all the old souls out there, keep on being an old soul. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Whatever you want to do in life, you keep doing it. However you want to dress, you keep dressing. However you want to eat, make sure it's healthy, keep eating. However you want to drink, make sure it's healthy, keep drinking. You know what I mean? However you want to talk, make sure it's good talking. You keep talking that good talk. You keep having that rare personality trait. You keep on being you. And if friends don't like it, family don't like it, a person you're in a relationship don't like it, a person you're in a marriage with don't like it, so damn what? Keep being yourself. I'm an old soul. I don't give a shit what nobody think about me. I don't care what nobody say about me. I'm gonna keep on being me, Keith, because I'm amazing. I'm extravagant. You know what I mean? I'm good. And when you are a old soul, which is a good person, people will say shit to you and do shit to you to get a reaction out of you, so they can play the victim and say, "He did this, he did that." But they won't say what they did. They won't take accountability for their actions. Old souls, we always take accountability if we're in the wrong. You feel me? So old souls are just very good people. We just want to see the goodness within the world, cities, our state, our neighborhood, the world. But because of that, you're going to be misunderstood as an old soul. I know what I'm talking about. I've been misunderstood a lot, a bunch of times. But I don't let that bother me, because I know within inside of me, I know that I have a good spirit, good soul, a good heart, good energy, good vibes, good chemistry. I know that. And you're going to have a lot of jealous people out there, two-faced people, fake people that are going to envy you and mad at you because you are you. Keep on being that old soul, all right? Until next time, this is Keith, a.k.a. GQ Smooth, GQ Smooth Films, GQ Smooth Productions 2024. And I'm here to say always and every day, peace, love, and harmony. God is love, and love is God, okay? Till next time.